yeah, yeah, yeah. Baby, si se nos da, yeah, yeah. Será lo que será, yeah, yeah. Los dos vamos a matar, yeah, yeah. Toda esa curiosidad. Baby, si se nos da, yeah, yeah. Será lo que será, yeah, yeah. Los dos vamos a matar, yeah, yeah. Toda esa curiosidad. Solo yo sé decir.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope this video finds you all very well. Today I'm super excited to finally be filming a beauty room tour / makeup collection. Since I don't have a lot of things in this room yet, I decided to combine both together. Hopefully it's not such a long video for you guys, so if it is, definitely grab some snacks. It has definitely been a long time coming for this video, but I'm super excited to be sharing it with you guys. So if you guys are interested in this beauty room tour / makeup collection, then just please keep on watching. Here is my new beauty room. There is still a lot to do in this room. For me personally, there's still a lot of things that I want to add and change about this room, but this will do in the meantime for sure. I'm obsessed with it. As you guys see here, that I did add a little plant here, and then of course a clothing rack with some of my favorite pieces. I'll be listing everything that I have in this room down below in the description if you guys are interested in purchasing any of it. But the plant I did get at IKEA, the clothing rack we did purchase it at Walmart, and then the hangers IKEA as well. And then the mirror, I did purchase this a while ago back at Target. The rug as well. This is like a pretty small, decent room for a beauty room, but if you turn to the right side, you will see the vanity, which I am so obsessed with. 12-year-old me would be dying and screaming right now for this vanity. I swear this was like my dream, and I just can't believe I'm actually looking at it right now. Everything you pretty much see here is from IKEA. So of course we have the famous IKEA drawers, which I love and hate at the same time. I love them because they have so much room to work with. Like, oh my gosh, the insane amount of makeup you can add in these drawers, or like anything at all, is insane. That's the only reason why I love these. And I mean, I just love the super sleek, simple look of them. But the only thing that I hate, you guys, is the cheap material. The chairs from IKEA. That table with the glass is also from IKEA, and then it does have a drawer underneath here. And then this is also a shelving unit that I use for more storage on top of my countertop here for the table where I do my makeup, just to add more, of course, more makeup things that I use on the daily. This mirror I recently purchased from IKEA as well. I freaking love it so much. These cup holders here, I apologize for how dirty my brushes are. I need to definitely clean them up, but these are also from IKEA, and they're super cheap as well. I will list the information of this vanity down below, because if you guys are in the Dallas area, Dallas-Fort Worth area, they also ship as well. But this is from Custom Vanity J, I believe. He's the one that customized the size, the length, all the things that I wanted for my vanity. They do customizable vanity. You can paint it however you want, what color, what texture, if you want any like graffiti on it. I mean, they do it all. So I will list their information down below. I am also going to be giving you guys a makeup collection as well. Why not? You guys have asked for it for a really long time now, so here we go. Here on the left side, of course, we have more brushes. Up here on this first Alex drawer, we have my mascaras here. And we also have all of my brow products over here, which of course, some of my favorites include these Benefit products. They're so amazing. And then some of my favorite mascaras, of course, include Benefit Roller Lash, the Benefit Bad Girl Bang. I've gone through these like crazy, but this is such a great mascara as well. Now moving on to this side, because pretty much all of the top drawers are going to be eye products. This drawer includes all of my eyeshadow sticks, my bases, and all of my eyeliners and color pencils. all of my P. Louise bases here. These are some eyeshadow sticks from Too Faced that I really love. More P. Louise bases back there, and then all of those back there are from Laura Mercier. Their eyeshadow caviar sticks are so bomb. Moving on to the next drawer, here is where I have all of my glitters. Definitely one of my favorite drawers. I love glitter. I don't like wearing it much, but just seeing it makes me so happy. And when I wear it as well, it just like makes me feel so alive. I do have a couple of variety of glitters. Some of them are from J Boss. Some LA Girl products down here, BH Cosmetics, some P. Louise pigments over here, some Go Get glitters, which are one of my favorites. We have NYX, Laura Mercier, some glitters over here that are a little bit random, but still so beautiful. Some from Colourpop. Just a variety of almost everything in here. Moving on to the next drawer, here is where I have all of my paint pots, foiled eyeshadows, all that good stuff. We do have a lot from Bella Cosmetics. They do carry a huge variety of foiled pigments as well as Colourpop. And then these from Touch and Soul are actually one of my favorites. And keep in mind, you guys, I go through all of my drawers probably every 2 months, 3 months, and I take out makeup that I just don't find interesting anymore, just because I don't like hoarding makeup as well. I'm very particular with what I keep in my collection. We're moving on to Lippies now. This drawer, I definitely need to find a better way to store my lipsticks because I don't know how to feel about this, but this is the only way right now, so this will do. But here's where I have all of my lip glosses, from nude to really colorful glittery glosses. Like, this is all of my gloss collection right here. There's so many. One of my favorites is this Dose of Colors Brillo. Also, these glosses from Maybelline are a must. They're so freaking bomb, and the packaging so cute. And some of my favorite packaging of gloss definitely is this Too Faced gloss. It is so freaking beautiful. All right, so that is for the gloss. Now we're moving on to this side, and here's where I have most of the lipsticks and liquid lipsticks that I use on the daily. And then my lip liners over here. As you guys see here, we do have quite a lot of Laura Mercier lipsticks. I mean, the packaging is just to die for. I love it. And then some Fenty lipsticks over there. And then Too Faced. We have some Lorac. Down below, we have all of my colorful, dramatic lippies that I tend to not use quite often, but still love, I'm not gonna lie. So here, I reduced this one so much the other day because honestly, like, I don't use any of these shades at all, so like, why keep them? I have some lippies here that are limited edition from Colourpop that I don't use, so I put them in here because obviously I don't want to use them because I love the packaging and they're like collectibles for me, so I just want to keep them there. And then here I have this Louis Vuitton lipstick that I was gifted. My friend Amy gifted this for me on my birthday a couple of years back. I mean, just look at this, you guys. So freaking stunning. Thank you so much, Amy. I love you so much. Moving on to the next drawer, here's where I have all of my random colorful things that I only pick up maybe like once a year, like Halloween. I definitely need to stock up on this one and add more special effects makeup in here just because I would like to play around with it a little bit more. And even though I do only touch this drawer once a year, I want to add a little bit more things to it. That way I can play with a lot more things when the time comes. The drawer includes all of my lashes. I do have a variety as well. We have some Soul lashes here, Tati lashes. We have some fine ass lashes here, some from Dorji's Cosmetics, Lily lashes, Too Faced, Bellamy, KMYX. We have some Suletti lashes here. Shout out to my girl. Okay, moving on to the much larger cabinets or drawers here. In this one, I have all of my small palettes, you would say. It's pretty packed, I'm not gonna lie. Most of them include all these Colourpop palettes, which I am obsessed with. I mean, just look at this one, y'all. So pretty. This palette right here is such an OG. Oh my gosh, I remember the whole tea with this little palette here. I kept it anyway because I honestly really loved the packaging of it, and I really loved the shades in here. But who remembers this palette right here? The next drawer is this baby right here. This one, I have all of my medium sized and long palettes. So see all of these long ones here. And then I have some OGs here as well. I have the Carly by Belle palette, the first one she made with BH Cosmetics. And this Nicole Guerrero highlight palette. Oh my god, this one actually doesn't even go here. This one goes in my highlighting palette, so I have to put that one over there. But this one is also an OG. Who remembers the Gwen Stefani palette with your Urban Decay? I still have the packaging of it because I don't want to get rid of it. I have like sentimental value for that. Moving on to the next set of Alex drawers. Up here I have all of my primers. As you guys can see, I'm obsessed with Laura Mercier's. So I have literally every single primer from their collection. I love the Too Faced Hangover Primer. This one is a new one that I have yet to try, but this one is the Peach and Lily Skin Shield Blurring Primer. The next drawer here, I have all of my moisturizers, lip scrubs, eye creams, everything skin here. Here I have some Charlotte Tilbury, the magic cream that I talked about in my recent video, the one that smelled like Nivea Crema. Another one of my favorites is the Laura Mercier, the Perfect Cream Multitasking Moisturizer. And another one of my favorites is the Pretty Filter Waterful Glow Cream from Touch and Soul. This stuff right here, oh my gosh, I love it, and it smells amazing. Next drawer carries all of my setting sprays, hydrating mist, shimmer sprays, primer sprays, anything you can think of. It has it right here. The drawer next to it has all of my oils and serums in here. Favorites, Soul. Right here, this Hangover hydrating serum. We have Laura Mercier Dermalogica Moroccan oil. We have this Pixie one that I have yet to try, but this is a vitamin C priming oil. Moving on to my foundations, here are some of my favorites. I'm very particular with what I keep in here because, of course, foundations are a prime essential. So of course I want to be picky with them. So if they do not work for me, I'm throwing them out or giving it to someone else because it's just not happening for me. But all of these I do use. You guys know I've been a fan of the Laura Mercier Flawless Lumiere Radiance Perfecting Foundation. NARS, I die for this. I love this foundation so much. This is the Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. Oh my gosh, if you guys mix this foundation with the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation, I kid you not, it will be the best combo of your life. But keep in mind, I do have pretty normal, sometimes combination skin, so keep that in mind. Here on the right side, I do keep all of my high-end foundations, and then here on the left, this is where, of course, I keep all of my drugstore foundations. I think my top have to be this one and the LA Girl for sure. Next drawer is where I keep all of my concealers. Here are some of my favorites. Of course, we have the Tarte. I do have here some B Bella concealers. One of my favorite OG concealers are always going to be these Pro concealers from LA Girl Cosmetics. They're so good. This Revolution concealer, they're actually really good for their price range that they're at. And then of course these CoverGirl concealers are like a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape. We have some Fenty here, some Colourpop, some Laura Mercier. Next we have our blush drawer. You guys know how much I love blush, so of course that's why I have quite a few blushes. But I do have a variety. We have some Fenty blushes over here, Colourpop, we have the Balm, Benefit, Colourpop, Too Faced, Sailor Moon collection from Colourpop. Oh my gosh, I like don't even want to throw the packaging ever away. We have some Charlotte Tilbury here, Wet n Wild, Milani, some MAC blushes here, Buxom. This is where I keep all of my bronzers and face palettes. A few face palettes that have more of like bronzers and contour powders in there. I keep them in here. But we do have a few. We have this new one from The Balm Cosmetics, which I can't wait to try. We have some Charlotte Tilbury, Pretty Vulgar here, Too Faced. Oh, this cute little puppy here, also from Too Faced. And then some Pixie ones, MAC Cosmetics. This new holiday face palette from Laura Mercier, which you guys should definitely get your hands on if you guys are wanting to gift it to someone for the holidays. In this next drawer, this is where I have all of my face powders. And obviously, as you guys can tell, Laura Mercier is definitely my top favorite face powder. I don't even know. I have to be stocked up on it all the time because I just love it that much. But here I have some CoverGirl powders, Maybelline, Too Faced, Pretty Vulgar, some Jeffree Star over here. Moving on to highlighters now. Here I have all of my highlighting palettes. I have a few here from like holiday collections, limited edition ones. We have some Pixie, Bretman Rock down there, some Iconic Rose, Colourpop, CoverGirl. That is not all. I do have a second drawer of just highlighters. So here they are. All of these are Laura Mercier highlighters. Love those. We have a Benefit highlighter here. I believe these are Wet n Wild or CoverGirl. The Balm. We have this Bretman Rock highlighter, NARS, Colourpop, Artist Couture here. This one right here is probably one of my favorites, the Mariah Carey holiday collection. I think, I could be wrong, I think this was probably just a collection with Mariah Carey from MAC, but let me just show you guys the inside. I'm sure some of you have seen it, but let's just take a look at it. Look at how gorgeous this is. And yes, it has not even been touched because I literally just bought this for the packaging. I die every time. It's so beautiful. Next up, we have more palettes. Here I have, again, more medium bulky size palette. Next to it, I have more palettes. These are all bigger, bulkier palettes. All like my biggest palettes are right here. As you guys can see, they're all like pretty much stacked up on each other. One of the biggest ones I have is the P. Louise palette. Just look at how beautiful this is, but it's so big and it's stunning. So freaking beautiful. Okay, so I know I said I have a lot of favorite drawers, but this one is probably by far one of my favorite ones. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is my tanning drawer. I live for this drawer. I am just obsessed with just tanning and looking very bronzy and just tan. I swear it makes everything look better. Your clothes, your makeup, your hair, everything. Of course, my favorite products include the Loving Tan. I have pretty much all of their products. I have their 2-Hour Express bronzing mousse, their deluxe bronzing mousse, which is the original. We also have their face tanner here, their gradual tanner here. Down there we have, well, here is actually their bronzing shimmer luminous cream, which I love because once you add this on top, which is a 2-Hour Express or whichever mousse you decide to buy from their website or have, once it dries out and you're looking good, then you can add this on top and it's just going to give you the most amazing bronze skin of your life. It is such a great combo. And then back here I have some shimmer sprays that I add also if I want to be a little bit more extra. We have their mittens down there because your hands are going to get stained, so I want to make sure I have those in stock. Here I have some more products, and then here are some more shimmers from Too Faced that I like to add all over the body. Moving on to the next drawer, here is where I have all of my cleansers, toners, exfoliators, makeup removers, all that good stuff. Once I get more storage in this beauty room, these will be stored in a much better place. But here, like I said, is where I have all of my cleansers. So I do have a lot of random products here. A lot of them are from Pixie, Too Faced, and a lot of other random ones. The next drawer is where I have all of my face masks. I love this drawer. I have a lot of random things in here, but most of them are from Glam Glow. As you guys see here, I think I have all of their collection as well. They're so good. We have this cute little one from Glow Recipe, which all of their products I love as well. I love this one in specific. This is their Watermelon Glow Sleeping Mask. Over here is where I have other face masks, which are from Milk, Charlotte Tilbury, Tatcha, Tula, Glam Glow, Pixie, OMG, just like all, like so many other face masks that I have yet to try. And then over here we have more face masks from Laura Mercier, from Cosmetics. We have some from Frank and Body, some other random ones there, Dermalogica. And then back there I have some of my favorite collectibles, which are from Glam Glow as well. These are the Power Ranger times Glam Glow collection, which I'm obviously never gonna open. I know it's so stupid, but you guys, I'm telling you, I love collecting limited edition products like this that are just awesome. Now, moving on to my actual vanity. This is where I keep most of the stuff that I use on the daily. So here I have all of my moisturizers, primers that I have been using lately. I've been really obsessed with this Versali Quench Moisture Replenishing Serum. It's Wonder Glow from Charlotte Tilbury. It's like the perfect strobing cream. Here I have a concealer palette from Laura Mercier, some mirrors here. Have my concealers that I've been using at the moment, which is of course Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer from Too Faced, The Benefit Cakeless Concealers here. We have some CoverGirl, Laura Mercier, and some LA Girl Pro concealers in there as well. For lips, I do have here all of my favorites as well. Here is this gloss from LA Girl Cosmetics. It's so bomb. And the Super Stay liquid lipstick from Maybelline. This one is in the shade 225. Here is my favorite nude liquid lipstick from Dose of Colors. This is in the shade Sand. Here we have Cool Girl. This has been my favorite OG Holy Grail liquid lipstick since probably 4 years now. I am obsessed. 4 or 3 years now. For contour or bronzer, I have the Hoola by Benefit. This is my favorite powder to contour my nose with. It is like, I love this. And then here is the Too Faced banana powder that I use to highlight my under eye. My favorite blush at the moment, the Colourpop Palatial Must Have setting powder, Laura Mercier. You guys know the drill. In here I keep all of the randoms in here, like my contact lenses, brow gels, liners, mascara, lash glue, brow gels, all that good stuff. In this next drawer next to it, I have my beauty blenders, which are super dirty right now. I'm so sorry. My brush cleaner, some everyday palettes here, and then some new palettes and things that I cannot wait to try out, which of course the Glamnetic lashes that everyone has been talking about. I'm going to do a review on them pretty soon, so keep a lookout for that. Also can't wait to use this new Colourpop collection with Raw Beauty Christie. This palette looks so beautiful. It's super dreamy. Just look at how beautiful this is. Also the Stone Cold Fox palette from Colourpop, which is like a super cool tone palette. If you guys are into that, this is gonna be the palette for you. It's so gorgeous. Also from Colourpop, this is one of their new palettes. This is the Faded Into Hue. And you guys, oh my god, I literally gasp every time I open this. I mean, just look at this. It's stunning. And last but not least, this new Too Faced Pumpkin Spice palette. Love it. For the bottom drawer, this is where I have most of my hair stuff, only because I do have quite a lot. So here I have all of my hair products, which is not a lot. Most of them I do keep in my bathroom, but of course I do have to have my Vegamore Grow Advanced Hair Serum in here. I'm almost out of this as well. I have all of my scrunchies here, so cute. My clips here, I have my bobby pins and my scrunchies, and then some really cute elastics here. some more extravagant ones, if you will. Here I have my favorite, which I haven't showed you guys, but I have been super obsessed. So Vegamore did come out with a new dry shampoo, and y'all, this smells to die for, and it stays on your entire hair all day. And then they also came out with a new hair foam. So this is a mousse. Also love this. Here I have some random things like my eye contact solution, and then here I have my brush soap, and then some random tape here, and here I have all of my extensions. All right, you guys, so that completes today's beauty room tour slash makeup collection. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I am super grateful for what I have at this moment, and I am just super excited and happy to be working in this new space now. I did want to hold back on making this video just because I knew that one day I was going to have the vanity that I've always wanted, and now that it's here, I am just so grateful and happy to be sharing these kinds of moments with you all. If you guys have been following me for a really long time, you know I've had plenty of vanities before. Really not even vanities, just places where I used to do my makeup and called it a day. In specific, I have this photo here that I took probably 4 or 3 years ago when I was in a small laundry room with almost no lighting. The only lighting that I had was pretty much my only ring light, and that is where I would film my videos, post all of my content on YouTube, Instagram, everywhere. That was my little sanctuary, and even that for me was the coolest vanity that I've had at the time, so that should just say a lot. And I remember in that room one day I was filming. I was not having a good filming day whatsoever. I just sat down in like the little couch that I had in that room, and I just saw the vanity, and I remember just feeling so uncomfortable in that room at times, just like almost kind of sad, but also a spark of hope inside me that I knew one day it will get better and I will have the dream vanity that I've always wanted. So the fact that I'm looking at it right now and I get to have like a huge room now just specifically for my beauty room and just for work in general is like, it definitely reminds me of how far I've come and just how grateful and blessed I am to do what I do, and I just love it all. So, and I know that, you know, this room and my vanity is not maybe where I want it to be. I am very ambitious and I want always more and more. I'm definitely not gonna settle for this. I'm gonna work for a lot of other amazing things that I want in my life. So other than that, I appreciate you guys for being here, for listening to me. I just appreciate your time so much. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys had a little distraction and a little fun watching this video. I love you. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys soon in my next video. Bye guys.